As of around middle of October, things are looking pretty good as far as the economy is concerned. The current GDP for this quarter is right around 3.2%. It recently just got revised higher. Unemployment sitting around 4%. Inflation sitting around 2.5%, give or take. Things are looking pretty good. Consumers are spending money. Employers are still hiring. There's actually been, more people trying to enter the workforce recently, which is actually what increased the unemployment numbers. So it's not like people are getting laid off as much as people are coming into the workforce that weren't in there before that are now looking for work, which is a good thing. The good news is that productivity is up. That means that employers are getting more productivity, more output per employee than before. And we want to continue to see that. We want to see productivity go up because that means that the economy will continue to grow and grow more efficiently. And like I said, we want to continue to see that. The other reason why the economy's been doing so well recently is because incomes have actually gone up. And a lot of that is attributed to an increased savings rate and increased interest that people have gotten in their savings accounts and in money markets and things of that nature. As people have a little bit more money to spend, they're willing to spend it on things that they want to spend it on, things they need and things they want, and that always helps boost up the economy. So you have a combination of higher productivity growth, you have a combination of consumers willing to spend money, and that's a great formula for a good economy. The markets haven't been too bad over the last couple of months. This is typically a season where the markets tend to be a little bit volatile. There's a few things going on that I think we should be aware of going forward. We still have the election, which could add a little bit of unknown, although I don't think it's that big of a deal this election cycle as it has been for other election cycles. But interest rates have also crept up in bonds over the last couple of weeks. So that's something I think to keep an eye on. The value of stocks tend to be priced against the value of bonds. And if interest rates come up in bonds, it tends to bring the value of stocks down a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit of a cooling off period, over the next few weeks, have some stocks, kind of get repriced. But I think that just adds some opportunity for us to be able to invest in some companies with their prices down a little bit compared to where they are now. I don't really expect the election to really have much effect on clients' portfolios or their financial plans. Generally speaking, you don't want to make decisions over your long-term financial plan based on who's going to be president over the next 4 years. That's typically not a good idea. And really the same thing goes for your investment portfolio. Investing inherently is supposed to be long-term. So a temporary thing like who's president, generally, it's not going to have that much of an overall effect on your portfolio. You really need two sides of the Washington, D.C. To work together in order to really have great effects on investments and financial plans. And as long as Congress is mixed or held by one party and the president is held by a different party, it really doesn't matter. They can't really do too much damage, in my opinion. At this point, from what I've been reading, the presidential race looks pretty tight. It's kind of like neck and neck. It's within the margin of error, so it's really anybody's game. The Senate looks like it's going to be taken by the Republicans, and the House of Representatives looks like it's going to be taken by the Democrats. So in that scenario where you have a mixed Congress and you have either a Republican or a Democrat president, really, it shouldn't really affect your financial plan one way or the other. There are a couple things that the next president's going to have to take a look at, and Congress as well, and that's extending the current tax program. There are some things that are going to be sunsetting in that program that I think are important to clients. One being the estate exclusion will come down to pre-2017 levels if they don't pass something in 2025. So I think that's really an important thing that clients should be looking at. If you have an estate plan that was done some years back, or you don't have an estate plan at all, give us a call. We might be able to hook you up with an estate planning attorney or give you some tips on what steps you might want to take next. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know. Give us a call at the office. Our phone number is 215-348-3176, or you can email me. I'm at ricardo@paragon-wealth.com. And we'll always be here to support you, and we'll always be here to walk through and discuss all your financial planning and your investment needs. Thank you very much.